In a previous post, I mentioned that I've been learning some things in Social Media University Global that I thought would be really revolutionizing how I would be able to do these courses. And one of those that I think is really neat is this program called SnapZ Pro X for Macintosh. It's a neat screencasting kind of software. What I'd like to show you right now is how through this software I can demonstrate how to manage the Blogroll. The Blogroll is something you'll typically see on the right side of many blogs, which is just a list of links, and these are typically links that the blog author or administrator has found helpful. They'll typically be blogs that are about the same kind of topics, and my Blogroll is probably a little bit understated here. I've got some here like Shel Holtz's blog, the For Immediate Release podcast. Janet Johnson is another one that I like. Jeremiah's web strategy blog. But what I want to do right now is add to that Blogroll a site that I've found helpful just in the last couple days. And so to do that, I'll go to Site Administration, and this is my dashboard. To manage my Blogroll, I click on the Manage link and choose Links. And then you'll see that here is a list of all of the blogs that are currently on my Blogroll. I can go click Add New, and that will enable me to add an additional link. Now I'm going to go copy the URL of this blog that's called TypePad versus WordPress. I've found that really interesting and helpful, especially since most of what I write about in blogging uses the WordPress platform, and I've really focused on that. I've come across this individual who actually is going to be writing as the visiting professor the post on pros and cons of TypePad. Anyway, I'm going to go copy this URL, and I will go back to my Blogroll management thing and say I want to add a post, and this is called TypePad. Actually, I'm adding a link, TypePad versus WordPress. I will paste in the web address, and then I'll put in this is a helpful blog that looks at the pros and cons of two popular, I'll move over here, popular blogging platforms. I'll scroll down here, and then I just hit save. Now when I go to visit the site, you'll see as I scroll down that this TypePad versus WordPress blog has been added to my Blogroll. So that's a great way to share sites that you think are helpful. If, for instance, you wanted to add Social Media University Global to your Blogroll, that wouldn't be terrible. So I'd like to thank you for participating in this course in Social Media University Global. I mentioned that through screencasting I thought I might be able to really revolutionize some of the learning that we're doing at SMUG. Instead of having to do the SlideShare slideshows, being able to actually show and tell in moving pictures instead of in snapshots, I think will be really helpful. Would really appreciate hearing what you think of this.